Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Envy Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
We're back with more Chibi Month. Chibi, take it away. What did we watch this week? Why did we watch it?
We watched The Apothecary Diaries because I like it and people here needed to watch it. So there you go.
You say that, but it feels like most people already watched it.
You were the two who needed to watch it.
Al and Zizi.
I guess so. Yeah, so everyone else has seen this but us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watching it when it was coming out or just recently?
Well, after.
No, I've watched it. I watched it ever since it came out.
So I started, it was the end of one of the seasons that I started watching. It was the end of the first season, and then not too long after, what was it, a couple months, and then the second part came out?
The first season came out in 23.
Okay. I guess it just doesn't feel like that long.
I mean, time is an illusion.
I can't remember
I
things
watched
that well.
the first 3 episodes right when they dropped, and then I ran to the light novels because they were much further ahead.
Yeah, so here's what I know about it. Drugs.
Yes.
And I know that Chibi, you cosplayed Maomao a bunch of times, and I was like, okay, let's see what they like about this. Now I get it.
I disagree with drugs. I don't think that was what you knew about it.
Drugs? Apothecary. What do you have
it's
in an
not
apothecary?
very-
It's drugs.
It's not drugs, though. It's poison.
It's drugs.
Which is a drug.
No.
Some drugs are poison.
Drugs.
Depends on what it is. But I definitely think that, I like the mystery aspect of it, sort of the pacing. It's like watching a serial procedure, but, it's also a period drama. So I really enjoy that.
Also, the protagonist is a short, ace-reading cat girl.
I mean,
Yep.
she is taller than I am, but yes.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. She's 5'2".
I don't believe that for a second.
Oh, she's taller than me.
Yeah, she's 5'2". The one who's actually short is her friend Xiaolon, who I think is 4'9".
No.
For the
Oh, dang.
bios, I think.
Shorter than you.
Maomao gives 4-foot energy.
No, I am 4'8".
Anywho, so this is about Maomao. She's an apothecary who gets kidnapped and then sold to the palace where the royals are using her as a maid or whatever. But oh no, hey, she knows how to prevent people from dying and stuff. So that gets her promoted, and then she's working for one of the big time concubines there, and is helping out with all of her apothecary skills to dispel ghosts and stop people from dying of poison and all sorts of other things.
Yep.
It's kind of the broad strokes I got of that. I'm not so far from what I've seen, I haven't seen a larger overarching plot just yet, but it's a lot of episodic, hey, what am I going to do today to fix the situation? Just kind of like Dr. House, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
A little bit.
It's one of those shows where if you're watching it week to week, you don't see a lot of plot progression, but if you think about where it starts and where it ends with the latest season, you realize that a lot has happened. So it's a slow part, I guess you could say.
There are also things that happen throughout the course of season 1 that are relevant to things that are happening over the course of season 2. So there is an overarching intrigue plot, but you just have to kind of wait for it to actually start seeding itself in.
Okay.
I would even argue there. It's not necessarily an overarching plot. There is just in the greater world other stuff is happening. I wouldn't even say it's a narrative plot point, if that makes sense.
It's not relevant to Maomao until it's relevant to Maomao, and then it's not relevant to Maomao afterwards.
What is happening is relevant because it is shaping the world, but it is also not super relevant because it changes nothing immediately.
Okay.
It's adding lore and depth to characters more than anything. There we go. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Cece, what did you think? You're like me. You didn't see any of this before.
Yeah, Kozi's been trying to get me to watch this for a while. She's like, oh, she's ace and autistic, you'll love her.
And?
No, I think that was Freerun.
I mean,
You said about
Freerun is
both.
also.
Did I say it about both?
You could say it
these
about.
came out at
They
the same
have
time.
similar vibes.
You could say
They
that
have
about
similar
Dungeon Meshi
vibes.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Marcel is not Ace. I'll buy
I was talking about Laos.
Laos.
He has a thing for food.
Yeah, but that's not a person.
That's still not Ace.
Whatever. We can argue about this later.
We were discussing this earlier today, and she said something like, I think her kink is getting poisoned. I'm like, I think my kink is just listening to autistic people info dump.
Well, there you go. Perfect.
Well, I quite enjoyed this. I found the pacing a little weird, especially in the first episode, and I really don't like the main dude.
Jinchi.
But other than that, I found the story really intriguing.
You didn't like the main dude. What a coincidence. Neither does our main character.
No, Maomao's fine with him. The author doesn't like Jinchi.
Then why'd they make them?
I think she just said he's hard to write. I think it was a rumor that she doesn't like him.
No, she does not like him. She did not want him to be a main character.
I think originally he was supposed to die, like she was gonna kill him off. I think it was more for plot reasons, and then he was so popular. And then I think she jokingly is like, oh, I hate him, but I don't think she actually hates him.
No, I think she really does.
I don't think it's like Gojo, where like I think he actually hates Gojo and JJK.
I think it's along the same vein of the author of Spy Family.
Hating Spy Family in general, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get the sense that she does, but maybe. I guess we can't really tell because a lot gets lost when it's just text post, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Who knows? Perhaps we'll find out later. But for now, what all were these plots? Cece, how much did you watch? Because I watched a little bit more than the first 3.
I watched through episode 6 or 7.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. They cover a couple different things. Some of the ladies have been using a powder that's making them sick, and they don't believe it until Maomao says, hey, that's poison. And then dark shit, but like, yeah, a baby dies because of it. And it's like, yeah, listen to the person who knows about poison and stuff. Also a couple other things with like, they're making aphrodisiacs and medicine. And yes, she does make drugs. Mm-hmm. She was very excited to be making drugs, and all I could think was, Jesse, we need to cook. A bunch of things of like just people sort of being superstitious about stuff and being like, oh, there's a ghost, oh, there's a curse, oh, there's a this, oh, there's a that. And Maomao's just like, oh, is it like this? And then they just literally show you, yeah, here's what your little brain is not processing.
She's just fact-checking everybody.
I'm telling you, it reminds me a little bit of Dr. House.
Yeah.
Where it's like, everyone's an idiot but me. Also, you're lying.
I really liked with like Ghost one especially how like I feel like they were trying to set it up as this whole big mystery, like, ooh, what is it? And then she immediately comes in and was like, oh yeah, it's just different chemicals that like turn the fire colors, and like that whole thing is wrapped up in the first 5 minutes. Okay, now what's the episode gonna be about?
I'm gonna say this, that did feel like it was a larger plot kind of thing, because it didn't go anywhere, and it's like, okay.
It becomes one.
Yeah, so my thoughts are...
You'll get to it.
But like the main part of it is just like...
Yeah.
Immediate.
Someone throws some wooden pieces into a fire, it goes a bunch of different colors, and gives the guy a rash. So the pieces were chemically treated with something that caused the fire and the rash and everything. But why? And what chemicals were used? Is it some sort of thing to leave messages for someone, or is it going to be used for something? Why did they want it burned? So
you'll get there.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like someone's going to poison someone during a large festival of some kind. Good thing Maomao's a taste tester. Because she's resistant to poison. Just as a side note, you also started showing me marriage toxin. Yeah. It's weird that we decided to...
Oh, yeah,
two different things with poison people who don't know how to interact with other people.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about with Maomao is that she literally grew up in the pleasure district, so her entire worldview has kind of been a little skewed, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's skewed. I think out of anyone, she has the most realistic worldview and handle on how the world works.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you have sex when you can have drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, depends on the drugs. Yeah, I do like it so far. The ensemble seems pretty good as well. I do like the bits where, what's his name, Jinshi?
Mhm.
Jinshi?
Yeah, Genchi.
He apparently, like, everybody loves Jinshi. Every woman swoons over Jinshi. And then Maomao's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I will say that's the most fun part, is, like, all the different, like, disgusted faces that Maomao has for various people.
I mean, I will say this, as someone who's watched I didn't know about the light novel series, but I've watched the anime since the beginning, and there's a reason why the show became the big phenomenon that it was, and it is Maomao herself. Like, every year at the Anime Awards, she's nominated for Best Protagonist, and Al Yuki, who's her Japanese voice actress, is nominated for Best Voice Actress. Like, it's been nominated every year because she's that much of a breakout character.
I was gonna say I really like Maomao's voice actress. Like, I feel like she does such a good job of just adding something to an already great character.
I don't know if you watch the dub or the sub, but yeah, Al Yuki is her sub, and Emi
we watched
Lo
the
is
sub.
her dub voice actress.
Yeah, the Japanese one was the one I was talking about.
They both do a pretty good job, honestly. Like, I did not think I would like the dub, but she does a very good job, Emmy.
I might have to check that out. Part of it, I don't mean to keep tying this back to House, but I'm going to. It kind of has that monotone sarcasm thing that really works for the character and how they interact with people.
Well, here's the thing, too. I looked it up. Apparently, the original novel series came out in 2011. So there's a non-zero chance that the author was inspired by House.
Maybe. I don't know if House was, like, syndicated to Japan or not. If it was, oh my god.
Also, a really fun thing, just because we're talking about when it came out, this has like 3 separate serialized mangas because it was so fucking unpopular. They just kept dropping it. So a new company would serialize it. And I think 2 of them have resumed publishing now that it has kind of exploded the way it has.
There are 3 of them.
Oh, the 3rd one picked it back up too?
So, okay, so the original manga, it's been going from 2017 to present. The one that's Maomao's Notes from the Inner Palace, that's been going from 2017 to present. And then there's a new one that's about Xiaolon. It's, I think, from like later on in the series that started off last year. And I think it has 1 volume so far.
Okay.
I didn't really look into it too much, but I don't remember when all of them were serialized, or if they even stopped at one point.
No, the 2 that are actually about Maomao then, those ones did stop publishing for a pretty long while.
Okay.
Like, we're on indefinite hiatus status. Because when it started as an anime, and I was like, this is taking too long, I kind of want to go at my own pace, I did look into the manga first before hopping to the light novel.
I thought the reason the one manga went on to hiatus was because the artist was arrested for tax evasion.
Was that him?
No, I do remember hearing about that, because there was a whole thing. I remember seeing some meme that was like, the Apothecary Diaries person was arrested. And everyone's like, oh no, not again. And they're like, for tax evasion.
Not the actual author, the manga artist.
Yeah.
Not Natsuhyuga.
Yeah, because it was...
Kurokage, I think, was the name for the artist.
Yeah, probably. I remember this because I think it was at the time that there was a couple of, like, mangaka, it was, like,
that
revealed.
were getting arrested for, like,
worse
child molestation.
Yeah, and it was like, and everyone was so worried when they first read the headline. Oh no, oh, it's just tax evasion. It's fine. They're Wesley Snipes.
Man, I would have expected drugs.
Oh, everyone expects drugs.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why they all went on hiatus. I do remember hearing about that. I did not know it was the Apothecary Diaries artist.
Yeah,
but I do
was
know
that one.
I do know both of the mangas were on like an indefinite hiatus for a while, which is why I skipped over them and went straight to the novels.
I mean, the novels are the original source anyway, so
Just
probably
overall,
the better option.
How many novels are there? How long does a story go for?
16 so far.
17.
Wow. Okay.
17.
Here's a case study of what the light novel, the anime adaptation is. There's been 48 episodes of the show over 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's only covered 4 light novel volumes.
Well, then this could go for quite a while.
Yes.
They add a lot in, honestly.
In what way?
While they're hitting the same story beats as the light novels, like they're fleshing it out in a lot of ways.
Like in like period context or like what?
There's just more going on in terms like in the light novels, we are very directly only getting fed what is happening from the perspective of whatever character we're observing from.
Mm-hmm.
And things happen more boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
There's no like buffer or anything.
All right.
Like, also, in the light novel, for example, I want to say it was 15. Like, a good majority of the novel was just one banquet.
Okay.
So, I think, like, that is now more leaning towards how the show is structured,
So you
if that makes sense. I think they have slowed down in the novel and started, like, fleshing more stuff out.
So you think that the way that the show has been made might be influencing how the thing is going to go moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, personally, I didn't mind the pacing too much myself.
The
I thought-
only part of the pacing I had a problem with was in the first episode because they kept skipping months and it felt kind of awkward. I don't know. Maybe that's what Cece was talking about too. But
Yeah.
it jumped around a lot.
Yeah.
But after that, it smoothed out and I had no problems.
Yeah, it was, what was it? She gets sent there and she's like, 3 months later.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
sometimes.
So a lot could have happened in that time.
So for the novel, we actually start where she's like, oh, I hope my old man's doing okay. I really want some skewers right now. That is the first line
She's just so not bothered.
of the actual novel. That's where we start. And then we get the backstory of how she got here.
Ah.
I think that would have made a little more sense.
Yeah, honest opinion, me too. But I think they wanted to show like where she's from. They wanted to show like the people in her life and just introduce that all to the audience just to like flesh that out a little bit more because that's introduced like slowly throughout the first novel. But they're just like, hey, let's show you her family so you have a context of this is a person who like had a family that she was kidnapped from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we ever see
Really
Dad again?
Hit that home.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dad is like a main supporting character.
Good to know that we didn't just abandon him completely.
No,
No.
Dad has a lot of history.
He does.
That's
And
good.
we get to see a lot of her family again.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, we get to see like her actual like bio family too.
Yeah.
Because obviously the prostitutes are not actually her sisters.
No.
So 17 novels. A lot of it has now moved into, I think, traditional palace intrigue versus where we start, which is Maomao is kind of important in the sense of she is useful.
Can't really speak to that because I don't know anything about palace intrigue.
Think Game of Thrones.
Well, I understand that, but I don't know anything else that's going to be going on in the palace that's not going to involve poison yet.
So what I'm hearing is Yin needs to make you watch more of like the more ancient
Period.
Chinese
Yeah.
drama pieces.
Yeah.
You'll
Hey.
see palace intrigue in that.
Hey now. I watched The Untamed.
That's not palace
That's
intrigue.
not palace intrigue. You never even see if there's like fucking royalty or nobility in that.
They do not focus on that. But there are plenty
Wait.
of ones that are palace intrigue.
Hey now, we watched part of...
Yeah,
what
we
was the
started
name?
that
What was the
one.
name of it?
We started that one.
How dare you?
How dare you? We started
How dare
you.
That's kind of
How
palace
dare
intrigue.
you is a really good one for palace intrigue.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my genre necessarily, but I do like what we got so far with this.
The drama is fun.
Drama's fun, but, you know.
You don't like the drama?
I'm
How
fine
can
with
you
the
say
drama.
it's not your like you do like Game of Thrones, or you did prior to season 8?
I still like Game of Thrones. I would love to see an ending that works, but, you know, odds are George R.R. Martin is not going to live long enough to give us that.
That is all like political intrigue.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah, I get it.
I mean,
It's... Here's the thing. Sometimes a genre works for you in some context. Sometimes you're like, I'm not feeling this as much. For some reason, Game of Thrones really worked for me. And I think it's just one of those genres. It's kind of like, I don't watch a lot of romance anime either.
Okay, does it... Well, it's not supposed to be a romance.
No. I'm just saying, I'm comparing it to that because it's like, I like some romance anime. As a whole genre, not always my thing.
I would say court dramas are they're not necessarily romance. They're more like a soap opera.
Okay.
Yeah, so
forget
I think
the romance
this
thing,
is
that's
like,
not what I'm talking about.
He was just using
It was just an analogy. It's not.
Yeah.
When I say this is
comparison.
palace intrigue, I'm not talking like harem intrigue. I know
God.
right now where Maomao's at, it might feel like that, but...
Guys, I was comparing the genres. Not, I need romance, I don't need... I'm just saying, when it comes to court dramas, it's very similar to how I feel about romance anime. I don't like a lot of them. There's a few I like. That's what I... Never mind.
You just need to watch
understand
more, I'm convinced.
I'm sure I will find, in any genre that I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm sure I can find more, but it is the thing of like, do I have to slog through ones that I don't like to find them?
Yeah, that's
Which sometimes feels a little daunting.
That's fair.
But
You like mystery, though. This is partially mystery.
mysteries, I hate to say it, mysteries are a lot like romance too. The mystery, like...
You don't always like mystery.
Well, here's the thing.
Al's a hater.
I'm going to throw this out there.
Maybe you're just a hater.
Here's the thing. That's usually a hindsight thing for mystery because most mysteries will catch you in the beginning no matter what. Because, like, it's the intrigue. What sticks for me is whether they stick the landing or not.
Okay.
Because that's kind of it's like, I'll enjoy this, but then if it's like a really stupid ending, I'm like, well, this taints the whole show. Thanks a lot. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it's going to be very dependent on the thing.
That is a little... How do you feel about episodic mystery? Because, like, again, there's not really, like, one great overarching thing they're working towards. It is kind of like, oh, this thing has popped up. We must look into this.
I think I'm good with episodic mystery here and there. I don't know that I don't usually go to a whole lot of police procedurals or anything like that. I sometimes like mysteries to be a little bit longer, like let's learn a little bit more. But like for a short thing like this, I think it works because it's also adding in like things like comedy and stuff like that, which is nice. So yeah, I think this is working for me as far as like a mystery type show. Sure. I mean, I like Scooby-Doo. Like that's not...
That's an interesting comparison.
Okay, it's an episodic, like, mystery of the week, complete with silly characters.
All right,
I
fair.
think the longest kind of like mystery through line we have in just like the vaguest possible spoilers, like they have to figure out how to cure an epidemic.
That sounds interesting to me. Okay. Might be in for that.
That doesn't come until later.
Way later.
All right, well, I mean, here's the thing. I think I will continue this show. I'll see how long I go for, and if I get there, I get there.
Yeah.
It's not in the show yet.
Oh,
Nope.
well, then I'll be waiting a while,
You have
I
to read
guess.
the book.
Yeah.
But there's other big mysteries and there's other big crimes that there's a point. There's a point during not a point. There's oftentimes in the show where Maomao is basically a detective solving murder mysteries. Like it's like a weekly murder mystery type of show too.
You know what? I can absolutely see that for her. Yep.
And she even admits that she's not qualified to do this research because she's an apothecary, but she's the smartest one in the whole inner palace. So like she
That's part
does
of the
it
thing
anyway.
about Maomao, though, is like, it's not that she's unqualified or she thinks she's unqualified. Part of her, like, trauma and her character is specifically trying to downplay her usefulness and not be assigned the task because she does not want powerful people to notice her.
Yeah.
She fucking sucks at it, but...
Well, I mean, hey, if you're a diamond, you're gonna shine at some point. I did get to some of the parts where she does talk a little bit about her past, and it's like, I understand the whole thing of, like, not wanting to be noticed. So, yeah.
You do not understand. You do not understand at all.
I got a taste of what, like, because we got to the point where she kind of, like, she has freckles for most of the show, and then she reveals, no, they're not real.
I will say it has nothing to do with her actual appearance. Like, that is a precaution she's taking, having grown up in a brothel. That is not why she doesn't want to be noticed by powerful people.
Well, I understand that, but like it feels like the start of like understanding why she doesn't want to be noticed. She's like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be bad if people know that I'm really smart, or if I'm useful, or if I'm this, or if I'm that. Like, I'd rather go unnoticed than get a whole lot of attention. The nail that kind of stands up gets hit by the hammer kind of thing.
Well, the freckles thing is purely she does not want to be forced into being a concubine.
No. I understand that, but it feels like part of a larger thing about how she views the world. Of like,
oh yeah,
keep your head down, keep out of sight. I will say this, because I think I said this to you when we were watching. I'm like, she and Senku would hang out and love just experimenting on shit together.
I think they'd piss each other off.
Yeah, but I think in a fun way.
I don't think it'd be fun. I think they'd be like fucking trying to murk each other.
And you wouldn't like to see that?
I would enjoy the possible interactions. I don't know if it would go well, but I enjoy it.
Just two incredibly smart people who like are similar enough that they just hate each other.
I agree with Al. I think they would get along because they don't really care about romance at this point in time, and they're just kind of like, yeah, let's experiment, let's do science.
See, hold on now. Now I'm actually thinking it'd be more entertaining if they hate each other.
Maybe they hate each other at first, and then they like each other.
Maomao feels very strongly about like the application of science, though, in a way of like she is not necessarily like comfortable pushing bounds of science if she thinks people can be harmed. Like, she is a doctor at heart.
That's true. I could see that being their point of contention, and I like it. Someone write this fan fiction for me.
Cece's looking at me confused. Senku's from Dr. Stone. You know, that one we watched that you didn't like.
We could have the cat versus the onion.
Oh my god.
Did you guys get to the cat?
The cat? Like Maomao just getting ears every now and then?
Cat doesn't come until later. There's another cat.
Like an actual cat or a person with cat?
Yeah, an actual cat.
All right.
Yes. An actual cat that also gets named Maomao. Because it just means meow. Her name is Meow Meow.
I like... one person I feel like doesn't get a lot of attention during the series, but I do like is Jinshi's assistant, who kind of feels like...
Gaoshin?
Yeah, kind of feels like Maomao's older brother a little bit.
He definitely puts up with a lot of shit, whether it's between him and Jinshi, but between her and Jinshi.
He's more like a
uncle.
Kind of a father figure-ish.
An uncle.
Yeah, uncle, older brother, what
Certified unk.
Oh no.
I just like that he gives her a nickname. What was it? Xiaomao?
Yeah. Kind of cute.
Yeah. That just means little meow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't explain that to me because I was saying it wrong. I was calling her, what was it? Zhao Mao?
You were saying it all wrong. It's Xiao.
Which apparently, what would Zhao Mao mean?
Zhao is like a last name. I don't know.
Okay. All right. But whatever it is was wrong.
It's the very common thing to do in like Chinese.
It's kind of like adding Chan to the end of a Japanese name. It's their diminutive.
I've learned very quickly that my mouth is not made for Chinese.
Writing that one down.
Sure, write it down. That's fine. It is because I have watched some of the Yin&Jung stuff, and we actually had a whole month for the Donghua stuff a while ago. It is a little bit weird hearing Chinese names and then hearing every other thing in it is Japanese. It's a little bit, I don't know. There was a little bit of a disconnect for me in the first episode because I'm like, something they're languages that I clearly don't understand on their own, but I just know when I'm hearing something wrong.
I'm sure there's a Mandarin dub.
Yeah, I'll bet, but it was just kind of like. It's kind of like hearing someone speak Spanish, and then they slip like French in there every now and then. I'm just like, wait, what?
It would be kind of fun to watch it in the Chinese dub.
Probably would be the same thing after I don't understand either language.
I don't think China's government likes it because it's Japanese.
That's a possibility. Who knows?
I'm just like, I know a lot of cosplayers got kicked out of the convention because they're like no Japanese media.
Oh Jesus!
They're like, but it's a Chinese Japanese show, and they were just like, no, go fuck yourself.
Damn. Who knows? I bet out there somewhere there is still some small niche fan dubbing community that is gonna turn it into Mandarin. They're probably not actually in China to do it.
Could be another Kung Fu Panda situation. They fucking kick themselves and they're like, we should have done it first!
Yeah, I mean, honestly. Alright, who else has something to say about the show?
I mean, the animation's gorgeous. Like, that was the thing that drew me to the show when I saw the trailers, was like, wow, this looks really damn good.
Okay, for the people who rewatched, was episode 4 a little weird? I felt like something was off about the animation.
The
like, it was
animation
done
was a little different. Yeah.
Like, almost a little rotoscopy?
A little bit.
Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah, I did.
So
notice
there's also like a portion in episode 1 where they're kind of like doing like a circle around Jinchi's head. It looks sort of 3D. That might have been what you were seeing, because sometimes they do that with animation.
It didn't look like CG, if that's what you mean.
No, it's like they're doing like a quote unquote 3D effect.
Okay. I'm not
like
sure.
Just how they drew it looks a little bit too, like, it does not look flat. Is just what I'm saying.
Well, so rotoscoping though would imply like they're going frame by frame based off of like an actual like video, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it kind of gave me that in how they moved. If that makes sense. The movement, not so much, well, a little bit of the character designs, but more so how everyone was moving in that episode felt a little bit like not drawn so much. I don't know.
Okay,
I feel like when they rotoscope an animation, it also usually messes with the like established proportions of the characters.
Yeah, that's kind of also what I mean a little bit. There was something, you were about to say something?
I looked it up and it looks like it was definitely a different director and it might have been outsourced.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There's always like
what
that.
was episode 4?
Episode 4 was, I forget, but yeah, it was something. She went to the kitchen. It might be when she started to help the lady who was still being poisoned. Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
I noticed it at the what was it called? Like the big picnic thing. They had all the different dancers.
Banquet.
Yeah. Which, like, yeah, you kind of expect it a little with dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Except
minded,
not
but, like,
really, because they have other instances where they have characters dancing in the show, and they took the time to meticulously animate it.
I think.
And maybe it was just because it was like the big group in sync.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not as important. It's not as an individual character, but yeah, I think Yin covered it. Yeah, it's just a different person doing a different thing. There's always that episode every now and then. Like, I remember Gurren Lagann had that one episode that was like, oh, this doesn't look right.
Or like when you look at Naruto, how many episodes look like they belong in somebody else's
Well, hold on. Those were specific. Those are exactly 4 of those episodes that were animated by that one guy, and they were for we're gonna really up the animation.
They were amazing, but I feel like there are other ones too. It's not just that 4. There are other.
Those are the ones that stick out because they're amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were probably a couple episodes here and there that were like, okay, yeah, this director's doesn't work here.
Honestly, the only bad animation I ever saw was, once again, horses. Like, every time they show horses, the horses look terrible. But yet again, that's not unique to this show. It's just unique to anime. For whatever reason, most anime can't do horses well.
It's weird. They've had horses in that country for like centuries.
It's just the way they
Horses are
move.
very anatomically weird animals.
It's just the way. It's just the way that they have to animate them compared to other animals. Like, something about horses.
Just something about horses.
The real reason they had to make Pretty Derby into horse girls.
Oh, they didn't know
Run
how
all
to do it. You know what? I think you're onto something. All right. Well, I think I think I'll be a yay here. Seems like a fun show. It's got a fun main character. The mysteries are short but fun. Yeah, I think the main draw here is Maomao for the most part. It's just kind of fun to watch a person like this do this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm a yay. I really like this show. I love the characters. Of course, Maomao's a standout, but I think all of the supporting cast is really good as well and really play off of her well and show the strengths of her character. I like this kind of plot. I haven't read the books yet, but I would like to eventually. So I've really enjoyed this since I started watching it. So yeah, it's a yay for me.
It is a yay for me. I enjoy Maomao, obviously. I like the plot, I like the intrigue. Art's beautiful. I wasn't so much a fan of this ED, but I like the OP, and a lot of their other OPs and EDs later on are also really good, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a yay for me. I've been watching it from the beginning, and I'll continue to watch it. They already announced Season 3 is coming out with its first core in October, and then a movie is coming out in December, and then the second half of Season 3 will come out in the spring. So you want Apothecary Diaries, there's going to be more on the horizon.
Is the movie like an original?
Yes, it's an original story.
Okay.
It's a yay for me. I just like listening to people info dump, even if they are fictional people. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish this, but it might not be until I have Netflix again.
So yay for me. It's very surprisingly educational, I feel like. Is a thing not a lot of people in We didn't really touch on. There's just a lot of like general stuff like foraging, even food safety wise, that I feel like a lot of people don't generally know that you get to learn here. Which is always really nice when something you're watching for entertainment is also genuinely like teaching you something.
Very cool. Yeah, check it out if you want to learn about poison, or not poison, and medicine, or drugs. Lots and lots of drugs. Yeah, good stuff so far. Hey, Chibi, you got one more week left. Tell us.
Yes.
What are we watching, and should we be excited?
Well, for next week, what I've got slated is Godzilla from 1954. So, this was a film that I didn't honestly watch until probably like a couple months ago. But my brother's a pretty big Godzilla fan, so Godzilla's sort of always kind of like been a fixture like in my life. At least for like the past couple of decades. But yeah, so we're watching the movie Where It All Began next week.
All right, well, looking forward to that. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!